Welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. To start today off, we have Jim Parsons confirming that he would not return for a Big Bang Theory sequel. Now, I would assume that if a sequel was in development, this would just be him playing coy. So, I don't think the door is closed. After all, what else has he really been in after Big Bang Theory, right? He's been in a couple things, but I'm sure if money was low enough, he would gladly join back. However, there's not even anything confirmed in the works for the Big Bang Theory universe aside from the Young Sheldon spinoff, which he likely won't appear in. So, I doubt he'll even get the chance to appear. Even if the rumored spinoff did come out, it was going to focus entirely on new characters, so still no reason for him to show up. Next up, we have some Knives Out castings for Knives Out 3, being Tom Hardy, Lindsay Lohan, Kaylee Spaney, and Josh O'Connor. Josh O'Connor was just in Challengers, but other than that, he hasn't really been in much else, so I don't know how to judge him. As for the other cast members, Tom Hardy is an instant W. I could see him in a lead role for one of these movies. Like, he just fits like Daniel Craig does, you know? Spaney was just in Civil War, Priscilla, after her first role in Pacific Rim Uprising. So, overall, I'd say that's a pretty good casting. It's a good mix of fresh actors and also more experienced ones like Tom Hardy and Lindsay Lohan. And I haven't been the biggest fan of Lindsay Lohan, but, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Interesting that they only announced these 4, though, as Knives Out movies tend to have way bigger casts. So these will probably be some of our major players. Giancarlo Esposito is teasing his Marvel role once again, saying that there will in fact be a series on it. This is actually huge for Giancarlo, as aside from, I believe, Parrish, this is really the only major series that has him in the lead role. Like, obviously, Breaking Bad, Mandalorian, all that. He plays major roles, but he's not a lead by any means. If he truly is gonna be the lead, though, that would probably mean that we're getting a villain-focused series. As can you really picture Giancarlo playing any character that's not a villain? I mean, it'd be interesting to see him break out of his typecast. Could you imagine him playing, like, fucking an old and gray Luke Cage or some shit? Although we know that the character is going to be entirely original, so they're actually going to give a series to a new character? That'd be like if they gave Coulson a series of his own. I mean, I know he has Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's not called Coulson Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The only thing I could think of is maybe he's playing an original Kang variant that's never appeared in any of the comics. So if they do a Kang series, then his variant is technically the main character in some way, and he's never appeared in the comics. Next up, we have Mrbeast revealing that his new show on Prime Video that he's doing will have a $5 million prize and will require 5,000 contestants. Now, the 5 million prize is fucking insane. It truly is the biggest game show. Most shows have capped out at around 1 or 2 million. So Mrbeast coming in from YouTube and showing them all up is very impressive. Also, the amount of behind the scenes and bonus content you'll be able to get out of this will be insane. You can literally kickstart 5,000 YouTube channels just by saying, hey, I was in Mrbeast's reality show. This was my experience. And then they can grow from there. This will grow the creator economy on YouTube even more. Another way this show could boost YouTube is in order to enter, you need to post a video and explain why you think you deserve the money. You could have all these people sending in auditions through YouTube, and it just explodes the platform. It'll be like those comment bots in the comments, but instead, all you're getting on your home feed is people submitting their videos. I just hope the videos don't make the show feel too forced and scripted, as they'll clearly be used as ways to guilt trip the contestants or manipulate them in a way if they know their story and they know their reasoning. Like, for example, if someone came in to earn money to save their dying grandparents, then maybe they would taunt them by saying, hey, you can leave the show right now if you want to go see your grandparents, or some shit like that. I feel like Jimmy's videos have already somewhat been losing some of that more personal touch that it's had. Even as the channel went more towards the corporate side, it still felt like a creator. But now I feel that Mrbeast is becoming even more of just a brand. And there's just overall less humor in his videos, so I hope that this doesn't take that route as well. And if it does, it means that the videos on his channel will go back to being a bit more relaxed. Next up, I just want to point out how Kevin Costner's new film series that he put a whole bunch of his own money into is currently sitting at 30%. I think this is hilarious, as the movie was clearly just a Yellowstone ripoff. It's clear that he just got fired and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna make my own. And it just turned out a lot worse. Hot take, I think he's not very good of an actor, and he's clearly not very good of a writer or producer either, assuming that's what he was working on, as it is his show. Maybe they should have got Bob Odenkirk on it instead. Surprised the many Yellowstone dick riders haven't come to defend this one yet, though, as they're one of the most passionate fan bases I think I've ever seen. Lastly, Looney Tunes is in Stumble Guys. How the hell do Stumble Guys keep doing this? How do they keep getting all these recognizable characters? Like, I think they have more recognizable characters than Fall Guys actually does at this point. I'm pretty sure they have more active players too.